I would describe my relationship with God and how it intertwines with my role in leadership and just my role in life is I have learned a long time ago that the more I open my heart and my life to let him in, it eventually and becomes where it's just part of me. So there's nothing that I do that God isn't with me and I'm not thinking about or answering to or wanting to please God. There's nothing. But the leadership part, I feel like we are leaders. Everyone's a leader, no matter what. I mean, whether you're leading your children, you're leading your friends, you're leading whatever. And I think it's influence. And I think that when you have the blessing and opportunity to be an influence, you can't do it without God. I mean, I mentioned in another series, God is love, and you have to love on people and you have to love them where they are, and you have to help them discover their purpose. And that all wouldn't happen if I didn't have my faith. And there's a lot of people in the world that I look up to that are really great examples of this, and they probably don't even know I know them. But John Maxwell, I've read almost all of his books, and he is just such a perfect, eloquent presenter in the way to lead and how to do it gracefully, but with a velvet hammer, and how to, just do the right thing. And I think if you just do the right thing, it always works. I don't always do the right thing. I don't want to sound like, oh, I'm this faithful, Christian person who does everything right. Absolutely not. I fail all the time. That's how faith really comes in, is grace. I mean, this girl's been shown some grace, and I will continue to be shown grace because I will continue to screw up. There's no question. Dawn C, I'm going to say C for her last name. She is a regional director for the Southeast region. She's inspired me so much this past year, which I really was curious, like, who's going to be my next inspiration in my faith journey? And it's really her, because this woman every day writes in her gratitude journal, and she posts it, and every morning. And then when I go to her meetings, she unapologetically, they pray. And it's just like, stand out in faith. Let people know. Don't hide it. Like, it's nothing to hide. It's everything to share. And it doesn't have to be beating people over the head, read the Bible, I'm a Christian, be a Christian. None of that. It's not that at all. It's how you live. And I consider that a blessing and a joy to be able to say that I am a Christian. Now, I will tell you, do I believe every single solitary thing and agree with every religious sect that there is? No, as a matter of fact, I probably don't subscribe to any specific religion. I really don't. I was raised Catholic. We raised our kids in a Methodist church, but when the pastor asked us why we were Methodists, we said, we really don't know. I mean, we came to this church and we really liked it. He's like, it really doesn't matter as long as you feel like you're being spiritually fed here. And that resonated with me to where I'm not a church unto myself, but I definitely love the Lord. He loves me. I have an open relationship and I can talk to him. Again, I don't necessarily buy into a lot of the rhetoric, and I'm sure people will get mad at me about it. But I also believe that until you've walked in someone's shoes, you really can't say how you would handle it. You really can't. And I would hope that all of the people's lives that I've touched through the years and continue to touch through leadership would have nothing but good things to say. And they probably will never mention the word Christian, because that's not the point. The point is, did you feel loved? Did you feel respected? Did you feel honored? Did she have influence over you? And hopefully was it a positive influence? I mean, that's my goal generally in life, is to leave this earth and get the well done, thy good and faithful servant. That's it. And I know a lot of people feel that religion is restrictive, but in fact, faith for me is very unrestricted. It just, I know right and wrong. I know the boundaries, and I am okay. I'm going to be forgiven. And that, to me is huge. I would never be where I am in my faith walk without my husband. We both went to churches to find a church for our kids. That's how we started. Now, he was raised Christian and always been a believer, and I was raised Catholic. I mentioned that to you. And I had a different Catholic upbringing where we were church on Easter, church on Christmas, and you had to do the catechism, all those things. But there was no real relationship with God. I never felt like I could feel his presence. So that came later, after marriage, after everything. And it was just so profound when my friend, who has since passed, who I miss more than anything, who really led me to the Lord, into this relationship. She was like, if there's a boat and your family's drowning, who are you going to save first? I'm like, my kids, there's no question. My husband's on his own. And she's like, well, the Bible tells us that it's God first, your spouse, and then your kids. And I'm like, no way. Not gonna do it, can't do it. This single mom, this mama bird, this helicopter mom. And the minute I focused on that, the minute I said, I'm gonna put him first, me and our lives changed for the better. And I would tell you that my kids will say, oh my God, you guys are so creepy because we love each other and blah, 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 blah. But I would hope that they would say my parents have the best relationship, and it's 100% because of their faith, because that's it. I mean, we both want each other to be happy and we want what's best for each other. And we put each other first. And it doesn't mean our kids are second, so to speak, but by putting each other first, we're better parents, we're better husband and wife, and we can do more for our family. And I can do more in this industry, and more for the people that I work for, and more for the people that I get to influence on a daily basis, because I put God first. That's it. Messy. I can tell you more, and I will tell you more in the series, but it's messy, but so fabulous. Love you and mean it.